Hello beautiful people, I hope you're doing so well today. My name is Danielle and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about Euphoria Season 2. I'm so excited to be talking about it. Starting off, we're going to talk about McKay because McKay was in the season for one episode and then gone. And I'm kind of confused, like, if they're writing him off the show, I wish they had just been like, he's gone. But also, he's in college, so it makes sense for him to not be there. But it was just weird because he was there and then he wasn't there again. And it wasn't spoken about either. Next, I want to talk about Ethan. I love Ethan. I think the play really showed me how much I love Ethan. I think he's special. The play and how much he helped Lexie just really showed me that Ethan's actually a really good character, and also the way that he reacted to Kat, which I will talk about later. I want more of Ethan in season 3, hopefully. I want more of a storyline. I want more character development for Ethan. I think he's a really great character and there's a lot to develop with him, so love Ethan. Okay, next up, I'm gonna talk about Bobby because that was a queen. She literally was in that show maybe 3 episodes, barely spoke very many words, so I want storyline for Bobby. I was really excited when they brought Bobby in because there really is no diversity in Euphoria, and don't come talking to me like Zendaya does not count. Like, there are no black women in that show outside of Zendaya and like her family, and there are no black men because they took out McKay. So I love to see more black people on the show, and I was really happy about Bobby, and then she was in there for barely anything. So hoping for more of Bobby. I'm talking about Ali and Rue's mom together because I think it's just smart too. Ali is a king and I love him, and I'm really happy that Rue and Ali reconciled. I'm really interested to see where Ali is going to fit into season 3 with Rue's mom, because first of all, Rue's mom is an amazing mother. To be so patient with Rue, the way that she really was like trying so hard for Rue, even though Rue does not want to be alive, is amazing. I am really excited for the romance that is brewing, because that episode when Ali came over and took dinner for them was just really sweet to me, and I don't know if I'm hoping for that, because I don't know if that's the healthiest thing for your sponsor to become your dad. And I know that like Rue's mom doesn't know Ali's backstory, but just a romance I think would be fun for Rue's mom. I think it'd be nice for her, and I think she deserves it, obviously. Next, I'm gonna talk about Gia. Gia, like I always say, they call Storm from college to cry. And I really don't think it's fair to that girl, because she could be a really good character if y'all just gave her more character development. And I think we saw a little bit more this season with her conversation with Ali. I need to see Gia become better, because apparently she's been struggling, obviously, with all the trauma that has been in her life. It makes sense that she's struggling, but I want to see more of that developed, and I want to see her like growing, you know. I want to see more for her. Next up is my girl Sue. I just love Sue so much. She's such a supportive mom. In the last episode, and Sue was like, I feel like you've just spent your whole life taking care of everyone else. Like, that was just so sweet to me, because it was like, it's something like your mom would notice, you know. And so even just what I loved most about Sue was how supportive she was of Lexie's play. Like the Lexie play episode, it was so cute and I literally loved it. And when she came up on the stage, she's like, Ethan, he was playing me, he was amazing. Like, she's just such a supportive mom. She's like that mom that, like, I feel like she's the mom like everyone loves, and you can even see that when like Maddie and Kat and Cassie's friends are over. Like, you can tell that like everyone loves Suze because she's just like amazing. She seems so sweet. So I hope that we get to see more of Suze. I hope Suze is happier, and you know, I just love her. So shout out to Suze. Next up is Faye. I don't know how I felt about Faye. At the beginning of the show, I thought she was annoying, and then she became like funny, and I loved her like comedic presence. And so now, with Faye being a real one and helping Fez out when he needed it the most. But like the issue with Faye is that she's always like 5 minutes too late. Like, she makes a good decision, but it's like 5 minutes too late. And we saw the repercussions of that with Fez and Ashtray. I like Faye, and I hope we get to see more of her character, and probably her like supporting Fez more in season 3, because Custer's, I think Faye can actually play a really big role. But I hope that she doesn't interfere with Lexie and Fez's relationship, which, if that even gets developed more, which I hope it does, which I think it will, because with those phone call scenes. But also, Fez is probably gonna be in jail. There's a lot, but I like Faye, so yeah. Next up is Kat. Kat, literally, I didn't really like Kat from season 1. I'm just gonna be completely honest. Like, she wasn't my favorite character. I didn't hate her, but I wasn't the really biggest fan of her storyline. And this season was really sad, because I honestly did feel like Kat had the ability to grow so much this season, and like they just didn't give it to her because Sam and Barbie were, you know, literally just feuding. But her being like, I have brain cancer to Ethan was just so messed up. If you're gonna break up with someone, break up with them with your full chest. Like, just say it, be honest, you know what I mean? And so I was just like, okay. And she was just kind of like a yes man to freaking Maddie the whole time, and it was just kind of weird. Like, I feel bad for Kat, and I feel bad for her storyline because she just literally didn't get one this season. So I hope that Barbie and Sam can, like, you know, deal with their differences and hopefully give Kat a storyline, because she is a really cool character. But I will say that Barbie was eating up every single look that she was wearing. The look that she was wearing when she broke up with Ethan too, I was like, dang, I really wish that you had done the right thing, because I was really loving the fit. Like, I was really loving the fit. So there's that. And next up is Fez, which I'll also be talking about Ashtray. Fez. I love Fez. First of all, I think he's an amazing character because he, from season 1, has always been there for Rue. And the only reason that they stopped being there for each other was because Rue messed up everything. Again, it's the principal, like he said. Like, you are not playing with his grandma. And from that transition to being the support for Lexie, and it's the innocence of Lexie and Fez's relationship that just really makes me like, oh my gosh. Like, I love their relationship so much, and I wish that we had gotten to see more of it throughout the season than just the 2 little blips that we got. Like, it was just kind of sucky. But oh, I was gonna say season 3, but this man gonna be in jail. Speaking of jail, Ashtray is, spoiler alert, dead. Let's talk about the way that they violently executed, yes, I'm using the word executed, Ashtray, because as much as he was doing the most, first of all, why did he kill Custer? But doing the most in shooting back when he could have just been like, I'm a child. The violent murder and execution of Ashtray was so unnecessary. It was emotionally traumatizing as a viewer, and I literally just felt like nauseous. Like, I wanted to throw up watching that scene, because the desperation of Fez to get Ashtray out, to just for Ashtray's safety, it was just really sad. And then Fez is out here bleeding because he's been shot. So is Fez alive? Is he dead? Is he in jail? That is just also a worry. Like, I don't know what's happening there. But I just think Ashtray, it sucks because I was really starting to love Ashtray. Like, he was such a funny character. He was always there, always watching, always ready. It just really, the thud of his death, that was all that's just the thud of his death literally made me like cry. It was a lot. It was a lot to handle, it was a lot to take in. Going into season 3, it's gonna be sad to see Fez deal with his grief, possibly in jail, possibly in a hospital, possibly, I don't know. So yeah. The next character is Lexie, and Lexie is my favorite character of Euphoria. She is always my favorite character of Euphoria. She's my day one. I absolutely love Lexie. Her play was amazing. Like, I'm just proud of her for putting it on. I'm proud of her for saying what she wanted to say, and, you know, not backing down even after Cassie made that whole scene and stole her moment, which really pissed me off, but whatever. I'm proud of her for reaching out to Fez and like really making that, just, I see a lot of myself in Lexie, I think, and so I just think seeing Lexie thrive and do what she wants to do and do what she says she's gonna do just makes me really happy for her. So shout out to Lexie. I love her so much. Her play was amazing, beautifully written, beautifully acted. It was such a like relatable story, like seeing like your older sister and like hoping to be her and then not getting that. Like, I think Lexie has been set up to be an amazing character in a storyline for season 3, because that is my girl. Her relationship with Rue, I think, is going to be back on the mend, which I'm really excited about. I'm excited to see Lexie and Rue together again, because that's a friendship that is like ride or die. Like, that is your day one, your go-to, and I'm really excited to see them back together as friends. That scene in Lexie's room when they're talking about the losses of their dads made me cry again, because it's just, it was beautiful, and I'll talk about that later. But yeah, next I'm gonna talk about Jules, because Jules didn't really play a big role this season. She just wasn't that important. I know a lot of people hate Jules, and sometimes I feel the same way, but I think we all do need to understand that Jules is literally the new kid. Like, this is her first year here. She's dealing with the trauma of Cal and Nate. The Jacobs family has been a menace to her life. And I hope that in season 3 we get to see more of I keep wanting to call her Hunter, of Jules learning to love and grow and become herself and being her own, and not, you know, dealing with Rue. I don't really want to see Rue and Jules together in season 3. I wasn't really rooting for it in season 2, if I'm gonna be completely honest, because I just don't think they're the healthiest for each other, and I think we saw that very apparently this season. So I want the two of them to figure themselves out, and then if they want to be back together and they feel comfortable, then yes. Next up, I'm gonna talk about Elliot, because he came in to cause mess, which he did, and that was basically it. I was really excited for his character, because episode 1, it was like really interesting how him and Rue met, and then it kind of just became like a little bit of a mess, and then he was out here with Jules. That was the first strike. That was the last strike, actually. When he started cheating with Jules, that's when I was like, what are you doing? Like, what are you doing? And then telling Jules that Rue was on drugs, and then being like, I shouldn't have said anything, blah, 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 like, whatever. I Forgive You scene in the last episode was really sweet, though. But why was that man's song so long? It was unnecessary. Let's just get right back into it. So I think I finished talking about Elliot. Next person that we're going to talk about is Cal Jacobs, and then we're going to talk about Nate Jacobs. Cal Jacobs is a menace to society. I hate that man so much. The aftermath of Cal leaving, when Nate's mom and him were having a conversation. Nate's mom is a weirdo, sicko, don't like her. Their whole family has been hurt by Cal. I don't even think that's the best word to use, but I'm gonna use it. And so in the season finale, when Nate actually tells on his dad, that's not the right word, but basically gives his dad up to the cops, it was insane. I wish that he had killed him. I'm not even like lying when I tell you this. Like, Nate took the gun, loaded up every single bullet, and didn't even use it. And I don't know, I feel like it would have been better for society for Cal to not be there anymore, but I also know that there needs to be storyline, so he's just gonna be in jail. Next up, we're gonna talk about Nate. Nate this season was genuinely all over the place, and I think the season finale sets him up for a very prominent storyline in season 3. Starting off with Cassie. I don't know why he chose to prey on this poor girl, but then he like messed up her whole entire life and moved her into his house and then got mad, whatever, weirdo. Then he's playing with Maddie's feelings with, oh, I still want you, I don't want you, I loved you, I didn't love you, I don't know what I'm doing, also still with your best friend, weirdo. Then Jules, where he literally puts a gun to Maddie's head, then puts a gun to his head on top of Maddie, which Maddie's gonna have to go and deal with that trauma. The trauma of Nate Jacobs' life on Maddie's life is too much for me to handle, and I really hope that she gets to deal with that in season 3. But yeah, it's a menace just to help Jules out and give her the CD, which literally, okay, he still has a copy of that CD on that hard drive. Like, he literally didn't do anything. I don't know where this leads Nate. I don't know where we can put him. Like, it's just a lot to take in for me. It's a lot of emotion. I want him to die this season. That didn't happen, so I'm a little bit sad about that, but I also do want to see his storyline in season 3, and I want to see what is going on with that third Jacobs brother. Next up, I'm gonna talk about Maddie. I think Maddie this season, I started to love Maddie this season. I'm gonna be completely honest with you. Season 1, I was not really feeling Maddie. I was just like, okay, cool, whatever. But season 2, Maddie, I think I just related to her and understood her better, and I really, really appreciated her character more. And so I'm just like hoping for the best for Maddie. I love Maddie, and like I said, I want her to recover from Nate Jacobs' impact on her life. And the scene with Cassie where she beat Cassie, finally. That shove into the wall was so deserved. I was so excited about it. It was amazing. And I think even her reaction to finding out that Cassie and Nate had been together just showed how much growth she had had. Like, she was just like, I can't believe this, like, so hurt. I think season 3, Maddie hopefully is finding herself, loving herself, and moving on to a new guy. Because I think the guy from episode 1 was there and gone in a blink of an eye. And I need him to be back because I thought this was really cute. So I need him to come back, and I want more storyline for Maddie outside of Nate and Cassie and just all that drama. First of all, with Cassie, I was part of Cassie Hive. I'm gonna just be completely honest. I really loved Cassie. I loved her storyline in season 1, her ice skating and the struggle with daddy issues. Like, I just really appreciated her storyline related to her. This season, I came in down bad as a Cassie Hive stan and Cassie Hive member because this girl is doing the absolute most for a man that does not like her, does not love her, does not have any emotions for her, which makes my life hard. And at the end of the season, I was an anti-Cassie. I am an anti-Cassie girl because she's weird. Her taking Lexie's one moment made me just so mad. And her being like, I'm not the villain. I'm not the villain. They were not together. Shut up. Cassie says that she's a girl's girl, but she's really not. Because she was out here so quickly and so easily able to be with Nate. Lily gave up her whole life, messed up her whole life for Nate. And just needs an exorcism. Like Sue says, that girl needs an exorcism. She deserves everything that's coming to her. And I think that final scene with Cassie and Maddie just shows us that she's going right into that cycle that Maddie experienced with Nate, where your life is going to be ruined because you are with Nate Jacobs. And the issue with Cassie is that she doesn't care, which is very worrisome because she should care. Like, that man's going to ruin your life. And I'm just worried about Cassie mentally. I don't know how this sets her up for season 3. The constant cleaning her, like washing her body to make him see her, and then he finally sees her and she's like, I'd love that. I'm your little secret. Like, what are you doing? What are you doing? And then she's allowing him to control every single part of her life. This has been an intense season for Ruth. This has been a lot happening for Ruth this season. And I'm just gonna be completely honest, I did not like Rue going into season 2. I didn't like Rue. I thought I think a lot of people just liked her because it was Zendaya. I'm just be completely honest. But I think coming out of season 2, I appreciate Rue because I relate to her more, and I think I see her and understand her more. And yeah, I think seeing her at her absolute lowest, possibly overdosing, like, that was really intense. Literally burning every single bridge that she could. And the whole Lori situation, because no one has talked about that, is definitely coming up in season 3. Like, of course, I'm happy that Rue is clean and, you know, at home, I guess, and safe. My one worry is that Lori is going to come and kill Rue. Like, there's so many plot holes in the show that I'm going to talk about in just 1 second. But I love Rue. I think the season finale just made me really understand Rue in a better way. And Lexie's play as well, because Lexie's play was such a moment in Rue's life to be able to see that, like, she has gone through some really, really hard things and she is still here, and that's a big deal. And so the inspiration that it gave Rue, it gave me. These past 2 episodes, Rue has been looking so clean and so nice. Like, y'all, I've been saying it, like, I know that Rue was musty, disgusting, stanky when she was on drugs. Like, she looked gross. But these past 2 episodes where she's been clean, she's looking good. She looks so much like Zendaya more. I don't know if anyone understands that, but now I'm going to talk about the plot and the season and what I hope for season 3. This season had a really great premise, but I think it got lost in the details. And there are so many plot holes that I can't even keep up with them anymore. Starting off with the whole Lori situation, as I stated before. Rue did not pay for that suitcase, and I don't even think that Lori accepted the money that she brought in the first place. And she definitely owes Lori more because Lori put whatever into Rue's arm. Almost tried to sex traffic Rue and literally knew Rue's government name. So I guess we're gonna delve into that in season 3, but I honestly don't feel like we are. Like, I feel like Sam's just gonna be like, whatever, move on, like, hee. And that doesn't make sense to me. In the play episode for Maddie's kind of portion of the play, they showed the woman that she babysits for giving her a dress, and it seemed as if Maddie was planning on leaving. I don't know if it was just like her leaving the job and not babysitting that kid anymore, but it seemed like it was like she was leaving the town and going to live out her own life. And so if that's the case, like, what's happening there? We also never really got confirmation on what that camera was for in that lady's closet. Like, Is that going to be used against Maddie at some point, or was that just so that she can give her the dress? Don't really know. There's literally so many plot holes. There's so much stuff going on, and I just don't know what's gonna happen in season 3, but I do know what I want to see in season 3. First of all, I need Lexie and Fez together if Fez isn't in jail. If Fez is in jail, then I think I want Lexie to have a different love interest. I'm sorry to say it. I want Maddie to be loving herself. I want Kat to have a storyline. I want Bobby in this show. And I want McKay or another black man to be in the show. Oh my gosh, Calvin Harrison Jr. is supposed to be in the show, and then he literally like dipped, I guess. So maybe bring him in. I want a season of Ru just being clean. I would really, really, really love that. And I kind of want a summer season. What grade are they in? Like, are they graduating soon? I don't really know about that. I think a summer season would be really fun. We gotta wait 2 more years for this show. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, hit that like button, comment down below, and subscribe to my channel. I would really, really appreciate it. See you next time, because my camera is literally about to die once again. Bye!